the annual Holocaust Remembrance Day. The mantra, never forget the murders of more than 6 million Jews by Nazi Germany. Today at the Jewish Heritage Museum in Lower Manhattan, New York Mayor Adams hosting a ceremony to never forget. New York City, the second largest Jewish population in the world. And at a time of rising anti-Semitism, it's especially hard for the few Holocaust survivors who are still alive. Here's Lauren Glassberg.
28 people in my family were murdered. 28.
The decades don't diminish the facts that most of Gabriella Major's relatives were slaughtered in the Holocaust.
Except for him and her, all these other people, they and their families were murdered.
Gabriella was just 2 years old when the Nazis invaded Hungary. The Jews were moved into ghettos and then concentration camps.
No air to breathe, squeezed together like sardines.
She recently wrote this poem about her experiences. It's titled, "We Shall Overcome." And yet, all these years later, in New York, where she has always felt safe, this great-grandmother is now worried about the rise in anti-Semitism.
I have a lump in my throat. It's very hard.
Which is why she wants to make sure young people of all backgrounds learn about the Holocaust and the power of hate.
I am passionate about educating because I feel that is one of the main pathways. Everyone needs to know. Hatred kills.
And it's a message that bears repeating, but nearly 80 years after the Holocaust ended, there are only about 245,000 Jewish survivors who are still alive, and their average age is 86.
We know we won't have them for that much longer, and so we must take every opportunity to listen to them, to hear their stories, to learn from them.
Greg Schneider is with the Claims Conference that seeks justice for Holocaust survivors. It commissioned the demographic report of Jewish Holocaust survivors, finding 16% live in the U.S., with about 15,000 in New York, like Gabriella.
The Holocaust is really going from memory to history. Right? It's a personal experience where people can talk about their own testimony. This is what happened to me. And soon we won't have that.
Which is why 81-year-old Gabriella tells her story, whether it's on social media.
We arrived in a concentration camp called Strasshof.
Or for school groups at the Museum of Jewish Heritage.
There's a Hebrew saying, tikkun olam, to repair the world. We can repair the world, little by little, one act of kindness at a time.
A survivor of humanity's worst evil.
That's me.
Advocating for kindness, a lesson everyone can take to heart.